The difference of. What should I write first if it says difference of? Yeah, I should have subtraction in there like this. And then once I put subtraction down, the next thing is 15. Where does it go? To the left or the right of the minus sign? It's the left, yeah. The first thing that shows up is going to be on the left. And then, and the product of. Product means what? Multiply. So the product of 4 and a number. What expression do I use to represent 4 and a number? 4x. And is 7 means what? Equals 7. Yeah. I've got the list right here. What's your last name? Kegley? Yeah, you're in this one. Yeah.
I think not the homework is not.
Alright, so the difference of 15 and the product of 4 and a number is 7. So we have 15 minus 4x equals 7. What should I do first to solve this? Maybe if I write it a little better. There we go. What should I do first to solve this? Yeah, you could do that. What you would do is move this 15 to the right side and make it minus 15. What's 7 minus 15? It's not 8. 7? Negative 8, yes. So negative 4x equals negative 8. What do I do to figure out what x is? Divide both sides by what?
Negative 4.
By negative 4. What's negative 8 divided by negative 4? 2. 2 is the answer. The difference of the product. So when it says difference, what should I do? I should subtract. So here's my minus sign. The difference of the product of 8 and a number. How do I represent the product of 8 and a number? 8x is right. And 3. Where does that go? Right, 3 goes here. Is 21 means what? Equals 21. What do I need to do first to solve this equation? Move this minus 3 over to this side and make it plus 3. So 21 plus 3 is 24. What do I do to 24? Divide it by 8. What's the answer? 3, yes. Answer is 3. The sum of means what do I write first? Addition, so it's plus. The sum of negative 3. Where do I put the negative 3? To the left. And the product of 2 and a number. How do I write the product of 2 and a number? 2x. And is 5 means what? Equals 5. What should I do first to solve this equation? That's right. Move the negative 3 over to this side and make it plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 times what is 8? 4. So 4 is the answer. Try this one and bring it up. We'll see if we can get a right answer on this. The difference of, what does that mean? Subtract. The product of 11 and a number, what should I write? 11x. And 12 means 12 goes there. Is 21. 21 goes there. What do I do with this? move it over and make it plus 12. So that is 33. 11 times what is 33? 3 is right. This one is the sum of the product of 6 and a number and 45. Oh, 6 and a number and 15, my fault. 15 is 45. Try that one and give me an answer. The sum means I should do what? Add the product of 6 and a number is what? 6x and 15 goes here is 45. What happens to this? Yeah, you subtract it from the other side, so it would be minus 15. What's 45 minus 15? 30. And what do I do to 30? And what's the answer? 5. Where should I start with this one? What's the first thing I should put down? I should put a plus, and then what? A 5 on the left side. The quantity squared, what should I immediately write? Parentheses and what? Square symbol. Of, the difference means minus. A number means I put what? X. And 3 goes there. This whole thing is equal to 30. Can anybody tell me the first step towards solving this equation? What should I do first? Do what? Oh, we can't go in the parentheses yet because we don't know what's in there.
Don't you subtract the 500?
You're going to keep this where it's at and subtract the 5 from over there. If I take 5 away from 30, what do I have? 25. Do you know how to find a square root on the calculator? So whenever you have a quantity squared on the left like that, you're going to find the square root of 25. What is the square root of 25? 5. That means whatever is inside of these parentheses must be equal to 5. So you drop the parentheses in the square and just set x minus 3 equal to 5. And of course, to solve this, I would move this minus 3 to the right and make it plus 3. So the answer should be what? 8, yes. What would be my first step towards solving this problem? Yeah.
Subtract 20 from 56.
Yeah, that's right. Subtract 20 from 56. So leave this on the left and subtract 20 from 56. What is 56 minus 20?
36.
36. All right. Now what do I do once I get to this point? Find the square root of what?
36.
36. What is the square root of 36? It's 6. And 6 must be equal to what? Not x.
In the bubble.
Yeah, inside the parentheses it must be equal to x minus 2. Because remember, you're having to square something here. And we know it's got to be 6 to get a 36. So all of this inside the parentheses will be equal to the square root of 36, which is 6. And then when you get something as easy as this, you just think, what do I take 2 away from to get 6? And it would be 8. What would be my first step towards solving this problem, Martin?
Minus or add. Do that, right?
Well, what is it you're going to do?
Or add 50 to 34.
Okay, what sign plus or minus is to the left of that 50? To the left of it. Nothing, and if there's nothing, that means it is really what sign that's just not written? Positive, right. So if it's plus 50 on the left-hand side, what should I do over on the right-hand side? Not positive. Yeah, you could think of it as negative, or you could say we're subtracting. You can think of this as adding 50, and on the right, you would be subtracting 50. But don't forget, you have to leave that minus sign where it's at, on the left, and we're going to do 34 minus 50. What's 34 minus 50?
Negative 16.
Negative 16 is right. There's no shame in using a calculator. That's why I have them there for you to use. Now, here's a new thing. This is a tip that you'll have to remember. If I have something equal to something, and they both have a negative sign on it, you can just wipe it out. So you're going to be doing this. X plus 3, the quantity squared, and set it equal to 16. You can drop both of them. What you do to one side, you can do to the other. And what we did there is we dropped the negative on the left, so we dropped it on the right too. And we did that by dividing both sides by a -1. Or you can just think of it as dropping it. Okay, we have a number here. A number is going to be squared to get 16. What number do I square? 4 is right. So we know that whatever is inside of the parentheses must be equal to 4. What do I add to 3 to get 4? 1. So the answer is 1. Alright, here is the solution for the practice. You have to leave this where it's at. Don't touch it yet. Move this over. What sign is in front of that 18?
Plus.
Plus. So over here it becomes, what's 22 minus 18? 4. So you still have this to deal with. Now what number will I multiply by itself to get a 4? 2 is right. 2 has to be equal to what?
What's inside?
Yeah, and that would be x minus 4. What do I do with that minus 4?
2.
4 plus 2 is 6.
So it would be 2, and this would become plus 4.
Yeah.
So the answer is 6, yes. Moving this to the right side makes it 49 minus 24 because there's a plus sign here that's not written. So the quantity squared of x plus 3 stays where it's at. What's 49 minus 24? 25. And what number do I multiply by itself to get 25? 5. That means 5 must be equal to x plus 3. What do I add to 3 to get to 5? 2 is right. 2 is the answer.